want to start this one off by talking wheels. Now these aren't bad. I don't mind them. So these are GD, which is like 2000 to 2003 or 4, whatever that shape is, the bug eye shape. Factory STI wheels. So they're forged aluminium, they're a good wheel, clear Brembos, but I don't know. These are very rough, as you can see. And I don't know, they're a bit bland. And for the money to get the lips machined, get them repainted, say that costs $100, $150 a wheel, that's $600 when I could just buy a new set of wheels. And I'm also not digging the height. I'm all for sensibility now. At my age, I want a comfortable car that I don't have to worry about scraping on this, that, and everything, but she's a bit high. Now, so what do you guys think about wheels? Any suggestions? Colors? And they need to cover Brembos. I would love to put factory wheels back on it, but I'm not losing the Brembos. I can't do it. I can't go backwards. So I throw down some suggestions, and these also can't take very big wheels. So I know a few people are gonna say, put the Panasports on it, but they're way too big. They're not even close to fitting on a Subaru. And they're the wrong stud pattern. That's another killer thing. These are 5x100, I think, which is this shape and the shape after, and that's it. Then they went to 5x114.3, which is the same as Nissan and all that stuff. So there's not a huge selection of wheels, but as I said, put some suggestions down below. Whether I should change the wheels, what I should change them to, what sort of sizes work, colors, stuff like that. I think they gotta stay gold. Whatever I get, they gotta be gold. Let me know down below. You know how there's just some car things that you're like, oh, I'll quickly do that because that's simple. I'll quickly change that part while I got a couple of seconds, and it takes absolutely forever. That is this right now. How is it so hard to change a WRX gear boot? Because it has this big plastic retainer around it that holds the actual boot, but it's got these stupid clips, I don't know if you can see them, that once they go on, you can't get them back off these nubs. But I have got them off. After, I'm gonna say that took half an hour, because if you break the nubs off here, it makes this trim absolutely useless. So you gotta be super careful. You can break the retainer, that doesn't matter. Oh God, that's absolutely filthy. But it's off. And I'm hoping you can reuse these stupid little things, because I destroyed them getting them out, and they actually went ping, 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 flying everywhere around this house. And I've had to flatten them all in these flat nose pliers. So hopefully I can put them back on. Here we have a brand new genuine gear boot, which comes with the retainer on it, so that's good. So it doesn't matter if you break the old one. Now hopefully this goes on very simple. Look at that. Bloody beautiful. Now I'm still undecided because I have a very good condition STI gear knob on the car currently, so red stitch. But I also pre-bought a brand new genuine normal WRX gear knob, which is exactly the same gear knob, just with a black stitch. I'm not sure what to put on here. I've said it 50 million times, but I'm gonna say it again. That's all these little things that make the difference. Like, just sitting here, you notice this. You notice this 100%. And what a difference it makes. So as you can see, I've got the tail lights out again. Now the reason for that is, when I pulled them off the first time, they just had sealant and stuff there. Whereas Roger Clark Motorsport makes a seal. So to prevent boot leaks, I'm gonna pull them back out. Well, I already have them back out. Fit the seal. It also comes with the little ones for the bolt or the studs on the back of the light. Refit them, and that should fix or prevent any water in the boot of this thing. So that's all back together, both sides done. But I do have a sneaking suspicion that it's going to be somewhere here that I have this water leak. But we'll see next time I wash it. So I pulled the horn out from behind here just to do something, just to clean something up behind there, and I may have got a little bit carried away. So this is what the horn looks like, and this is the other one. Back in she goes. So no surprises behind here, thank God, because who knows what you're going to find damage-wise when you pull stuff apart. A few clips missing, which I'll replace while it's all apart. I'll clean behind here. Some black overspray on a few things. So a couple of new / used parts have been acquired. So as you saw previously, this car had 6x9s in it, so it's got these big holes. Not big, but screw holes where the big cover was located, and it's obviously missing the factory speaker covers. So I managed to get another parcel shelf with the standard covers, so I'll jam that in. I've got the child restraints as well, so I can put Luca's seat in the back. And previously you saw I got a replacement A-pillar trim, which turned out to be the wrong color, as you can see, because that's the color. So I got another one of those, which is already in, so no more holes. And we also got a back seat, finally. So good condition, top and bottom, with boot carpet, which I need to look if it's better than mine. So I'll give these a clean up also, and we'll finally have a full interior with stock seats. And I had no idea that GC8s had rear camber tops, which is a bit cool. So this car had a shitload of rear camber, so I just straightened them out a lot more than they were. Would you look at that? And I've even got the child restraints so I can put the baby seat in the back. So I thought I would show you guys this just because I think everyone will get a kick out of it. So I've got the back seats up here. Now the carpet is connected to the back seats, like here through this. So it had all this oil on it. Obviously someone spilt oil in the boot of this car. So I just wanted to gurney it up against the fence, because if you gurney it sort of flies. So if I have it up against the fence, it'll sit there. When I gurneyed it, obviously the pressure left, it like cleaned the fence, as you can see. And then when it dries, the fence looks shit. So the problem with being real particular with cars, and this translates over to everything. So how I am with my cars, how I am with the house, always cleaning, putting shit away, stuff like that. Making sure everything is in its spot. Now that I've seen how clean this fence can be, where's the difference? Here's the difference. So clean, not clean. And now because it left the imprint in the fence, I have to do the whole fence or I look stupid. I think I'm only going to do this fence because it's taken forever, I'll be honest. I've only done from there to there, as you can see, and it's been about an hour. The joys of being really particular with stuff. People think I've got like ADD or something. And that's the finished product. Look at that compared to that. I'll post a picture of the difference between here and here in the sun, where it looks really good. Now, this is like an episode of Burke's Backyard. This could be a spin-off series for a second channel where I do house stuff that's just as OCD and picky as the car stuff that I do. Anyway, back to the car. So everything nice and clean. It's actually really nice behind here, which is very surprising. I also put everything I've taken off here, any bracket, bolt, intake, airbox, whatever it is I took out from under there, headlight, everything I put through the ultrasonic, so everything's nice and clean, apart from the headlights actually. Don't put those through the ultrasonic. Airbox, intake, brackets, rubbers, nuts and bolts, wash bottle, everything through there. And I'm gonna throw this one up again. The Vivor Ultrasonic Cleaner. If you haven't got one, go get one. I have a discount code and a link below, so click it and it'll take you straight to this one. This thing is the bomb. I put everything in there. Car stuff, jewelry, dishes, my underwear. I'll even put my son in there if he shits his pants and it goes everywhere. Cleans everything back to brand new. Go down below, click the link, buy one, discount, helps me, helps you. Go buy one. Now these park lights, as you can see, the seal on the edge is turned to like Play-Doh. And you can still buy these new. It's actually got a crack here too, I didn't even notice. So, brand new genuine parkers. Ooh! Straightening the camber definitely raised it in the back, so we'll have to do something about that. But she's all back together, looking good. That front bumper was an absolute pain in the ass to get back on. Ooh yeah. And then under here, a bit shit because you guys won't even notice. It'll look exactly the same as it did before, but putting all the little bits and pieces through the Ultrasonic definitely made a difference. I even put the whole top mount intercooler through the Ultrasonic. Changed this from a blue ugly one to a black one. And just cleaned everything and put it back, and it looks much better. So in last week's video, a fair few people were asking a lot of questions about what I use to clean seats, product, cleaner itself, etc, etc. As there's a shitload of new subs now due to the WRX people jumping on board. So I'm gonna go through this again. So I'm gonna do these back seats and my boot carpet, which you can see is oil stained from there onwards. I've put degreaser on that, I'll gurney it, and then this is the machine I use. So Bissell Spot Clean. I will put the link down below to where you get this from. It's a little machine, but it's perfect for just car interiors. Nothing like really huge because it fills up really quick. Like even just doing this back seat, I'll probably fill the machine and use all the water that's in it. Now the products I use, I'm gonna say my number one is G101. Just Google G101, it'll come up. It's like an industrial degreaser. You use that like really watered down. Second, if I don't have any of that at the time, I'll use this. And that's empty, so I'm gonna use this. But pretty much any degreaser or even your household like stain remover you use for your clothes and stuff, put a bit in the water in the machine and also spray it. Obviously vacuum this first, get as much shit out of it as you can, and use warm water, definitely not boiling water. I made that mistake once and unfortunately killed the machine with boiling water. And then if there's some really bad stains, use these bloody things on a drill, or one of these, which I'm going to use on the boot carpet just because it's so bad. A few people mentioned last cleaning video that I should have just gurneyed everything and that'll get everything out. Now the reason that is a bad idea is because if you gurney your seats and stuff like that, you literally fill inside with water, like the foam, the underlay, everything will get absolutely soaked, and you're never going to get that out with one of these wet vacuums. It'll get most of it out, but not all of it. And the seats will never dry perfectly. By the time you put them back in the car, they're probably still wet inside, and eventually the musty wet smell will stay in the car, and you'll probably find molds will start growing in your seat foams because you can't get all the water out. So definitely do not gurney your seats, that's for sure. As you can see, there's a shitload of oil in this boot carpet. So I've gurneyed this over and over and over and over again to get as much crap out of it as possible. Now we just run over it with the wet vac and hang it up to dry on this nice sunny Melbourne day. So that's it, scrubbed and gurneyed again, and it actually managed to get, there was a stain, a big black one that was here that came out. Now if you don't have a wet vac, you could just hang this up on your clothesline. It will dry eventually, it'll just take forever, but if you suck as much water out as you can with the wet vac, this will dry very quickly just because of how thin it is. And that's it, go hang her up on the trusty clothesline in the backyard. And just to show you how dirty this still is after you scrub it and gurney it, go hang it up and let it dry. Move on to these. And here is my factory WRX rear seats. Now, these are super dirty, but in very good condition, so they should come up pretty good. The only thing I can pick on them is a couple of loose threads, which I'll get rid of with a razor. Apart from that, all good. So pretty much all I'm going to do is spray them with degreaser or whatever cleaning agent you got, scrub them with the brush on a drill, and then suck it all out with the wet vac, and that is pretty much it, and we'll see what they come out like at the end. Top and bottom done. I've got to give a shout out to this again because it's pretty damn good, but it's now finished. So guys, send me another one. And perfect timing because the sun just came out. Cannot wait to have full interior back in this thing because goddamn it's loud with no back seats. All right, after like 2 hours in the sun, everything is nice and dry, but I'm not happy with this. As you can see, the oil stain is still there, and even after all that, it's still oily. So I actually don't know what to do here. I'll figure something out. Oh, so much better. I'm so happy with this interior now. Alright, first car meet in the Subaru. Meeting up with Ronaldo and Gerald in the S14 and heading to Keep It Reet, which I'm sure if you watch this channel, you probably watch that channel as well and know exactly who they are. And they're having an open day this afternoon. Never been there, so I thought, why the hell not, and take this thing for a proper drive. Let's go. Oh God. See how wankerish Subaru people are?
Yeah, you've joined the car.
Oh. Unfortunately, it's the crowd that I've joined. This is nice.
This looks like a car that I wanted to buy. The first S10 it was a Canada. It was this colour and it had this white bears.
It's a bit of you, isn't it, Ronnie?
The heck are these seats?
You would not even fit in that.
Mate, I barely fit in my seat. They're like XL. There's some cars in those car parks.
And a GT4 next to their seat.
Silly car.
Yeah, they do.
See? That's a smaller Brembo than yours.
You reckon? They're the mud flaps, Ronnie. They're the mud flaps.
These seats are way better. You should have got those seats, Chris, for your car.
They sit too high. They're a later model.
Is that
You
a
sit
later
like in the
model?
rear.
No, this is not a new one. That's the same model, isn't it?
No, as in the seats.
Oh, those are the same ones
Nah.
you Ooh.
That is sick.
Just off because you hadn't pressed it.
I dig it.
I went on a run. Let's go check out the car.
I was waiting outside.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been.
They're big.
I think these syndicates work.
Yeah.
Because it's got the little lip, it changes it.
See, this is good. Like, this
Nah.
is good. This car and the VL and the Renault. But I reckon this car got stitched up when they cut the rear end out. Was that, yeah,
Scary looking, I reckon.
I don't like the back.
shirt. That's spot on. No, that's LV's one. And we managed to gain one New Zealander on our way home.